Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The Heavyweight Podcast. Heavyweight Podcast. You listen?
We can weigh in on some heavy shit, you know. What's good? This is episode 52 of the Heavyweight Podcast.
Only black men that commit murder and get away with it.
52. That is crazy.
Okay.
I am Stunner McFly with these two guys, three the hard way. Shout out to Keith, Geek 40. Couldn't be here with us tonight. Go ahead and state your names.
Again, I'm still on Kevin Wendell till we get it. You know what I'm talking about. July 22nd. What up?
July 22nd.
What up?
And I am slightly sober.
It says slower. Slower.
Slightly sober.
Slower. Well, I guess I had to ask it. How was your weeks?
I still feel like I'm stealing money, so I'm blessed.
You still in it? Well, if you feel guilty, sir, I will again send you my Cash App.
I don't feel guilty, but it's a blessing, and I'm happy. I've made the fucking right choice, and there ain't no better feeling than that.
My week is more the same. I'm grinding. Actually, probably when we're done with this, I'm probably gonna hit the highway ahead to see my adorable nephew in the Sin City.
Slower.
Slowly. I'm not driving. Wife's driving.
Oh, then you'll have a good sleep.
All the whole way.
That's
You gonna
what's up.
fly? It's $47.
That's what's up.
Plus parking.
No, huh?
Plus
What?
parking.
Oh, you gotta leave the car there. Go to Palm Springs, dog. Palm Springs is the place to go.
If
you
you
want
don't
me
get
to drive
stuck
away?
there.
No, it's mad cheap to park there. It's mad cheap to park there. You guys stuck in Palm Springs?
Almost.
Yeah.
What?
It happens sometimes.
What?
Because of the wind.
The win.
I almost got stuck.
Oh no. I be telling pilot just take off. Whatever, nigga, this plane's built for that.
I've never actually been to the airport in Palm Springs.
Oh, it's little. It's little. You have to walk on the runway to your airplane. It's real weird.
And I'm out. I mean, the airplane is tiny. I don't feel safe in this. I'm out. I am out.
More of the
How was
same
your week?
this week. More of the same this week. Just work and staying positive. Trying to stay positive. Keep that silver lining view of the world. That's the only way you can do it. And getting ready for this show, July 22nd.
Yeah.
Venue, Grand Terrace.
That's a Friday night, ain't it?
It's a Friday
sir.
night. It's a free show. It's
my
going to be a good
tattoo.
time. I get the headline. I haven't headlined in a while.
Yeah, you get on
I got Kevin Wendell doing some comedy. I got Brett As Is doing comedy. I got
No.
Diesel
working on
5K1
I've been working on my heckle
doing
line
the
for
show.
Kevin.
We're gonna put on a dope show. We got some music together. Got music,
Wait.
So
Are you
I'm
gonna
in.
heckle me?
What?
You gonna heckle me?
Hey man, I'm only gonna help you if you start if it don't go well. So you can shoot jokes at me and people and bring. I got your back.
But I'm a nice guy. I don't do the shoot jokes.
Brett
That
does though.
That night.
Yeah, Brett does. Brett might come up after.
vicious.
Oh, so you want me to fuck with him? You want me to fuck with him? I'll fuck with him.
Brett's vicious with that.
I'm gonna throw you do. I'm gonna throw you do.
We'll see what kind of what zone I'm in, because I have had those times too where you're like, oh, so fuck it, these jokes ain't working. Here we go.
In the words of Brett. In the words of Brett, I said, I know he was a nigga. He said, nigga, I'll shoot the dozens any day. I said, shit. Like he was with them. He's with the shits. But yeah, I guess we'll get into it. This is a question brought up by Mo Lethal.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a question, but it's a topic brought up by Mo Lethal. He said the stress of steering the ship, and I went on to set in detail being the head of a household, making sure your family wins. What steps did you take to keep your stress levels low? What steps, as fathers, as providers, do you take to keep your stress at a lower level so you're not stressed the fuck out?
I drink.
He been drinking.
Surfboard.
Now he's slower.
I think you gotta find the ways to do the things you like to do. You ain't gonna be able to do them like you used to, like I guess
Vigorous
prior to, you know what I'm
masturbation doesn't
saying?
really do much.
But but you said a couple pods ago you can't hit it with the right hand no more.
I can't. I don't have the same skill I used to. I used to be ambidextrous with this shit. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Nigga, I didn't even know what a stranger was, nigga, because I was so familiar with both hands. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, nigga, this is a stranger because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do with my right hand. You know what I'm saying?
At
Like,
This is
at
golden
this rate,
material.
of give them flashlights.
What? Oh, I got
let's
one.
not talk about that.
I got one in.
No,
I got one
at this rate.
I can't make eye contact. I just.
hey, let me say it gets you there, fellas. Invest.
It gets you there and it gets them jealous.
Grip.
It gets you there. Shit.
We went there.
Woo!
Huh? Off
Yeah,
time.
I'm having flashbacks all of a sudden. Y'all know why you mentioned that.
He's having flashbacks. He's having flashbacks.
I said I got to get to know myself more often. Shit.
Make your toes curl.
Oh, what was the question? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with Kevin. You gotta have some type of outlet, some hobby, you know. For me,
gym?
when I take my bike rides, that helps. No, the gym just gets me angry.
I thought the gym was
that adrenaline up.
Yeah, the gym just make me when I leave, I just want to smash it.
Hulk.
No, honestly, I think I added the family into the stuff that I like to do. Like I just like to explore and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though gas is $187 a fucking gallon.
17 vaginas.
We'll load them up and just drive. Fuck it, let's go find somewhere. Let's go find somewhere.
Have they ever went golfing with you?
The little ones, no. Not yet. Hell no. Hell no. I don't want to. Tell them mini golf. They too little still.
That'd be hilarious. I should take my daughter to mini golf. It'd be hilarious.
You're like, I paid for this. Don't go to the next hole yet. Like, what do you do?
Right. We're getting all our money's worth here. We're not moving on. Yeah, I would say big. You gotta, like Kevin said, you gotta have I guess you gotta have a hobby, do something. You gotta have something that takes your mind off of the worry, I would say.
I think I'm joining you on the DIY stuff too, Mo. Because I'm about to learn to do this concrete and stuff.
Hey, man.
You can practice on my house.
I don't know if you want somebody to practice at your house.
I got a lot of backyard, man.
It depends
on... like this.
It depends on how much concrete you lay in.
I'd be a slab.
It ain't that bad. Like 4x4. Oh, we ain't talking about this. Ain't the dare. This is off topic.
Ain't off topic if it's the stress relief.
I mean, most of my DIYs are not. I mean, I guess they relieve my stress, but I mostly do them because I'm cheap and I don't want to pay nobody.
But you don't get that satisfaction at the end where you're like, hey.
Oh yeah, but I did that shit. Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah. I did that shit
until a break, and I'm like, I should have did that differently, huh? Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta have something. You gotta find a way to, for lack of a better word, escape.
You know what's amazing? I used to use video games for that escape, and then certain games started to piss me off, and I realized that wasn't
right.
It wasn't the stress relief anymore; it was stressing me out. I was like, "This defeats the purpose."
I think what I've discovered is that the older I get, the things that used to be fun are no longer fun.
Like, I do like walks.
That wasn't fun. I can always go for a walk, but that wasn't fun for me when I was young. Now
you can go walk and you just start thinking about the most random shit, and it'll put you at peace.
It's peaceful. Yeah, it's peaceful.
I'm not good. I'm too paranoid, man. I'm too
in your neighborhood,
walking just anywhere. Like I don't trust shit. I just be watching cars drive by. Like
for the people watching and listening at home, Mr. Wendell lives in the widest of neighborhoods.
Now they're looking at you and saying, "Whoop,
what is this nigga doing?"
There goes my property value.
When he leaves his house, the only threat he has is possibly someone calling police on him. But they know him by now, but they won't do that. So he's completely safe.
Then your neighbors, relatives come by. Oh my God! That's fine. That's Kevin. He's different. He's
black guy
cool.
keeps looking over his shoulder.
He's one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones.
He's okay with us. Yeah, you gotta find out. You gotta have an outlet, man. That it has to be that, And I think
shooting
for me, it's like different things.
That's funny because when I went shooting with them, it wasn't a stress relief, but it damn sure got me like turned up. Like I was ready to I was like, Nick, I'm about to be the next hitman, Agent 47 out this motherfucker. Like I was like, nigga, let me get this shotgun and let me get in this motherfucking Terminator. Like like how he described the gym. That's how I felt shooting. I was like, nigga, I'm about to shoot I'm ready to shoot. It didn't stress. It wasn't a stress relief. It was like, nigga, I'm ready. Let's go.
See, shooting for me is a stress trigger now.
Yeah,
because I count the money. I said, I know how much these rounds cost. I say, see, he done fired about 3-4 clips. About $120 right now. We just started. I'll be straight. Yeah. I think we need to slow down.
Can we repack those? Can we
That's when being bougie really hurts me because I'm like, I don't shoot reloads, but now see them prices, I'm like, them reloads don't look too bad. They looking reasonable. So yeah, you got to have an outlet, man. You got an outlet.
Yeah, outlets. That's I think a major thing with, especially like with the doctor's visits. You learn that you got to find stress relievers because stress can kill your ass, and when your blood pressure's up because you're stressed the fuck out, it's not good. It's not a good look. Yeah. So I know walking for me helps me tremendously because I start not thinking about anything. You don't even have to be a walk down the street. Just walk through Target. Don't buy anything.
Oh, I do love that. I do love just walking through stores for no reason.
No, and then when you ain't gonna buy anything, but you just need to just.
I have been known to show up at Home Depot when they open and act like I'm buying shit and put shit in the cart and then just walk the fuck out. Leave the cart.
No, my problem is
you walk out with the stuff in the cart.
No, I leave the cart in the aisle and just walk out.
Yeah, you just help a nigga with a job. You're like, hey, I know somebody got to put this up.
Hey, put this back. Hey, dog. I'll be asking questions for shit I know ain't gonna buy. Hey, bro, let me see that box way up there. Yeah, get the ladder. That one up there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
My problem. I just buy something. I'm like, can I get this monster? They're like, you came to Home Depot for a monster?
Hey, man, don't worry about it. I'm like, y'all didn't have what I wanted, so I'm gonna just settle for this. That's what happened. I've been known. Sometimes it works in my daughter's benefit because I'll just be like, you know what? Let me go. So and I go buy a random pair of shoes. And she's a pair of shoes, and I come home.
I was gonna say it is
for myself though.
Well, that's nice. That's good.
What's funny?
Well, I mean, you should every once in a while.
I can say that about Target, but I can't say that about like a Walmart. Walmart causes me stress the fuck out. I'm like, why does this fucking madhouse exist?
Bro, you gotta go different.
Don't trigger me.
You gotta go different. Hell no, I love Walmart. I love watching these niggas where I'm just like, look at this.
All the niggerdom in there, I tell you.
The second I walk in Walmart,
it's usually white people.
The second I walk in Walmart and I gotta hit a button to get something, I'm like, I ain't supposed to shop here.
No, my nigga, that's America. I love it. No. I'll be like, all these people out here flying their flags, come to Walmart and you see the melting pot, baby.
I remember I saw a prostitute once. You could tell she was on her, or it was either a prostitute or a stripper, on her way to her shift, and she went to Walmart, and everyone stopped and stared. And I said, "Yeah, this only in Walmart."
Free show, baby.
But moving on, this is another topic that I got sent this morning, I think, or last night. Maurice, you sent this. That was a video of D.L. Hughley.
Oh, that's
going off on Jason Whitlock.
That cool nigga.
So D.L. Hughley goes off on Jason Whitlock, allowing guest Shamika Michelle to call comedian Leslie Jones a monkey on his 4th of July weekend episode of his show Make It Make Sense. DL responded by saying, "Congratulations, Jason Whitlock. You made it on the only platform that would allow you to keep your job after laughing at a black woman calling another black woman an ape. If you chased anything else as much as you chase clout, maybe you'd be able to be on your feet. So, every time I see that nigga Jason Whitmore
No, he
on
said
something,
if you chase anything else like you chase clout, you'd be able to see your feet because the motherfucker's 3,000 fucking pounds. Fuck Jason Whitlock.
Agreed.
As our niggas,
he's been cooning since I've known him.
You know him?
Well, since I don't know him personally, but since I discovered him.
I'm like, well, you tell that nigga nah. But yeah, it's a damn shame that you see a lot of shit like that. A lot of motherfuckers that aim at your own people to come up. And it's a damn shame.
To what's her name? Shamika? Michelle? To that bitch.
Yeah, it's Shamika Michelle.
Shut the fuck up.
And it wasn't funny.
Who are you to like? Why would you sit there on national TV and call another black person a gorilla? Like we haven't been
doing it.
And like
no different than the shit with that one bitch. Is it Gail?
Oprah's fucking
yeah. And the thing is,
that shit,
you call Leslie Jones a damn gorilla when you out here with 3 kids and 2 baby daddies. So you ain't perfect.
Is she a comedian? I'm sorry, I probably should know that.
The other chick,
Shamika.
No, she's not. She's some chick that's trying to hold on to some ounce of fame that's gonna slowly fade away.
This is gonna sound weird as fuck. She might actually. She should respect Leslie Jones just because of the shit she's done and dealt with. And there might be a part of her, or a lot of her, that does. And the way the culture is, it's the shock fucking value. That's why niggas like Jason Whitlock or Whitmore or whatever his name is has a platform. You get what I mean?
She said if this was still slavery, she implied. She said that Leslie Jones would be in the field, and she implied that she looks good enough to be in the house.
Yeah, it's.
And to me, all I said was that I said you're dumb because if you're in the house, you're being bred. You ain't in the house because.
And what are we doing right now? We're talking about it, right? So I think we're in that culture now. That's where it's at, where people don't even believe some of the shit they say. They just say shit just to get
for the wow factor
reaction out of it.
Well,
yeah,
no, see,
it's weird.
The thing is, Jason Whitlock, bitch ass, he always say shit like this.
I know he's a piece of shit.
He always says things like this or has someone on this. I didn't even know he still had a job till I saw this clip.
No morals.
And it's like you do anything you can to attain some type of like DL said, some type of clout, just so your name can be mentioned. I can't. I hate to say it, like he's another Candace Owens. I don't believe half the shit Candace says she believes. I don't believe half the shit Jason said he believes. I believe they say what they need to say in order to keep that check coming in.
But do you think that they at all agree with those statements, or do you just think it's for the clout? Like, do you think behind the scenes they don't?
No, it's like Whitney Williams. She says shit for the clout, just so you can, because all press is good press.
The check, man, that check comes in. That check clears every week.
To me, I feel personally like a lot of people like Jason Whitlock, they kind of like separate themselves from that, like they're not a part of the whole. Like, they look at it and they go, "Oh, I'm not over there like that." So they that's their way of justifying what they're doing.
He probably sees himself as upper echelon to African American, but at the same day, nigga, if they separate shit, you're gonna be in the same line I am.
I'm not Black Mojay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's weird to me. Like, because that to me is that's where we get fucked up in general. Because like even with me, you like how people talk to me and they're like, "Oh, you the whitest black." Like I hate that shit. I've brought that up so many times, and I'm just like, "Why the fuck?" And I always rebuttal with them like, "So you only see niggas one way? That's what you mean? That's what it's saying to me." And he's just playing. Maybe he's not playing into it no more. Maybe he believes that shit. Like he's been around people that just stroke his ego. He ain't probably talked to his family in how many years? Unless his family's like that, we don't know. But his family could be like that. Them well-to-do. and
Hey,
that's
at least Brian Gumble was somewhat likable.
well, what was wrong with Brian Gumble though?
He was a coon
He just
too.
proper. He's proper.
No,
What did he do though?
he cooned a little bit.
I think he
Well,
got
I'm
checked,
not
and I
gonna
think
say
he
I'm not gonna
handled it.
I'm not gonna sit here and shit on Brian Gumble, but
Yeah,
he cooned a little bit.
he might have.
Go ahead and
Coons a
shit
little
on
bit.
him.
No, Steve Harvey coons a little bit, but
I
I
think they
think
got some.
they balance it. But I mean,
Yeah, I think
the only
balance.
people,
I do.
only two I know that purposely go out there and purposely attack black people, their own people, Whitlock and Candace, purposely attack their own
So
people.
what you're saying with Steve Harvey and Brian Gumble, they kind of have a balance of pretty much saying they have enough sense to know that what they're doing ain't right,
Yes,
and then
yeah.
with him, it's just
Yeah.
I get
I
that.
still think that they
Like, well,
fucking know they still niggas.
they understand that there's layers to it. So
Yeah.
like they call out the niggerdom shit, but then a lot of shit they just leave alone. Like they won't go completely pro black, but they'll call out the bad shit.
Terry Crews.
Now that he's just a coon.
He's a different creature. That was a different creature.
That's
How you gonna be that big and just let some old man grab your shit? Shut your ass
I
up.
wasn't even thinking about that shit. I was thinking about but yeah. Okay.
When he said he was
Let me
assaulted,
know.
when he said he was
How full
assaulted,
of
I
shit.
said, "Come on, man."
Shut your full of shit.
I
Me
said,
too.
"How?"
Shut your ass up.
Come on, bro.
Terry Crews be cooning. So but anyway, I literally like white chicks.
Still watch
Moving on. This one's some positive shit. So the Raiders announced that they have the first black female president in NFL history. Sandra Douglas Morgan makes history as Las Vegas Raiders' new team president as the first ever black male to hold this role in the NFL. Las Vegas Raiders.
I have to say that in support of my sister, Dr. Joseph, she's the lady who's down the VP. She's also AKA. So they want to let y'all know that them AKAs is winning. Them sorority girls is winning.
The fucking Raiders. Now I gotta give an applause to the Raiders. That part hurt.
Why? Not the team?
Because the organization did it. I gotta give them props to that. That's big. That's big. That opens the door for other shit.
And what the kind of like the mentality of NFL and their kind of keeping it a strictly white type of situation. Do you think this is that's even more monumental because of that, or do you feel like it was a statement made to get it?
Oh, are you saying is it one of them give rap like ease of office type deal?
Yeah, kind of well, see, we ain't. Hey, come on, we did this.
But at the end of the day, fuck it if it's that. At least she got the job, and if she goes and smokes it.
But it just sucks that we have to be that.
It sucks. It sucks.
Like,
it
no matter
sucks.
Whether
what is she supposed
whether
to
it's
do?
legit or not, we just have to celebrate it because it's one of us.
She can't turn it down though. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn that.
That's down. To me, it's a big deal, especially being black and female.
It's a step. It's a step.
She could do some shit. Somewhere. Watch, they're gonna be like a female. Well, we already got female coaches. They're gonna be some black female coaches. It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, I just want to say this now. She fine as shit.
That didn't hurt.
But I think it's something dope to celebrate. Shout out to her. Shout out to
what's her name?
It is I don't want to mess this up. It is Sandra Douglas Morgan.
They got themselves a well-to-do nigga too.
And she got Sandra Morgan. I think she got two last names and two first names at the same time. How'd that happen?
Yep. You know she had a 4.6.
Hey, 4.8. Don't disrespect her. All honors classes.
So, I mean, and a quick thing, we didn't mention this last week, but I did want to touch on this. I plan on touching on this. The courts finally give a verdict for the Nipsey Hussle murder, and they finally found Eric Holder guilty of first-degree murder. I just feel it sucks that it took 3 years for that to even be a thing. But
weird.
What are your thoughts about?
It's not weird because you think of COVID and.
So. You know how many niggas went to jail in that time? Like we got to see what his sentencing is.
He's not gonna appeal this. Oh, he's
No, he
getting
can't.
life. It's California, life for life. He's getting life. He's getting life.
I just think there's.
He's either getting life with parole or life without parole, but he's getting life.
Yeah. I don't want to speak on that too much. There's too many things in my head that ain't got shit to do with me. So
It don't matter. The nigga won't life because if he get out, he dead.
I'm just
He might
surprised
die
he's not.
inside. He won't.
Oh, I think he will, because they ain't gonna put him in protective custody.
Oh. It may not be. It may not be this year. It may not. It might be 10 years from now. But they gonna win a. They gonna get him.
Yeah, good. You need to go.
I just wanted to touch on that real quick because Nipsey was a big. I feel like a big staple for I think a positive black male coming from his background and to be what he represented for not just Los Angeles but for like hip hop as a whole, for black entrepreneurs as a whole, to show that what representing what we can become in this climate. And I just think like it sucks that he had to go out the way he did. And
Yeah,
rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
I think he was the what Tupac was talking about. He was the seed that was sparked, and that was Nipsey. Like I think he was the seed that was sparked, and it's fucked up that it's taking over something that petty. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully that shit don't change. That's like Jay-Z said, streets is dead, man.
You know, he Nipsey was the change he wanted to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. And you know, the preaching ownership, preaching, you know, black wealth. You know, a lot of people don't give him credit, but Ross does. I mean, Nipsey gave him credit, but Ross does do a lot of trying to educate black people in black wealth. Get your own, be your own boss. And you know, like you said, Stada, it's just it's sad that we lost a great person so soon. You know what I mean? Because it's very few people who actually talk about it and be about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and there's one thing that I think one of the biggest things that I don't think gets talked about from what Nipsey taught is that from the way it sounds is he didn't change who he was in the boardrooms. He still talked like he was like, I'm still a ghetto nigga, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So it's almost like, hey, be who you are, but come prepared.
He's very
Don't be a fool.
I think the biggest thing about Nipsey is he said everyone wants to give me credit, but I'm nothing without my team. He said, yeah, I'm the face, I'm what you see, but there's a lot going behind the scene to make sure that we make these moves go through. And I think that's where a lot, you know, us as a people, a lot of people get jealous when they see people making moves. But you understand, like when you have someone like of that caliber, there's a lot going on. Like that person, he's not only great for the culture, but he's probably blessing 20, 30 families. You know what I mean? And then that's building more, you know, black professionals or other that's opening more doors for everyone. Like look at like when I look at, as much as you know, I'm not gonna go talk about this on the court. But when I look at LeBron, and I look at how his boys who he grew up with, right? They all play a big cog in the machine, and then so it's LeBron, and he got them four, and then those four got they cogs, and it trickles down, and then now this is how as a community we elevate. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole point of that when you elevate, you get to a level you bring your people with you. You bring who you're supposed to bring. 'Cause obviously you can't bring everybody. You bring who you got to bring the people in the right mindset. But and I think Nipsey showed that by how he lived. And like I said, man, you know, I wish old boy nothing but what's his name? Whatever, Eric, whatever. I wish him nothing
Eric
but
Holder.
the worst. I wish him nothing but the worst.
I just hate that that's the gang culture though. And like I'm not in that life, so it's not for me to like really talk too much on. But it's like if you listen to them, like some of them, They're like, he did what he's supposed to do. That's the fucked up part.
And what's fucked up is that there's been countless times where people with good intentions or positive intentions that can't even be in their own hoods because of the jealousy and the mentality. Because when you look at a lot of times, even in that instance, that was a block that he grew up on, was on, had a business on and all that, and couldn't even be in front of that business
without a security.
Without a security. Yeah. Like, and this is your own hood, and for it to play out like that is just a damn shame, because that mentality, the jealousy is a real thing, and in that instance, you can see how jealousy can be deadly and violent and unnecessary. Like, but yeah, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Shout out to his family, and I pray for him and wish the best. But as we move on, we're gonna keep it. I guess it's gonna be dark. It's gonna be a heavy episode. So
what we do?
Police officers in Akron, Ohio, shot and killed 25-year-old Jalen Walker in the early hours of Monday, June 27th, after they attempted to stop his car for an alleged traffic and equipment violation. Walker suffered more than 60 wounds, according to the preliminary medical examiner's report. Multiple officers shot at him, estimated 90 times, following a car chase. Walker was unarmed at the time he was killed. Police said in a news conference on Sunday, July 3rd, the video footage released almost a week after the shooting raised many questions about the officer's conduct and set off protests in Akron, where the mayor declared a state of emergency and issued a curfew on the July 4th holiday to preserve peace. Demonstrators marched and demanded that the officers be held accountable for shooting an unarmed black man. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation examined what took place. The Ohio Attorney General's office will decide whether to bring charges against the officers. The killing of Walker is the third police shooting in Akron since December, according to the Washington Post. What's your thoughts, Kevin? I know you were I saw your post.
It's like, man, it's you want to preserve peace after you start the fucking war.
Yeah,
that's what it is. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what the man did. You shot at him 90 times, hit him 60 with no cause. And if you see some of the body cam footage, a lot of the cops just put up and start shooting, nigga.
Someone reloaded. That's
just pull it.
It's not even possible to not reload.
They just pull up and just start no one even try to check and see if he was hit or nothing. Nothing was done by protocol, and then they don't want us to be outraged about shit.
Handcuffed.
And all the people who say fuck it, he shouldn't run. Motherfuckers run all the time. A motherfucking white boy killed people on 4th of July and was safely captured, unharmed. Fuck that. You listen to fuck that. People of other color don't listen to police all the time, and they walk right into the goddamn jail cell. And if you don't want to say this is an race thing, you fucking blind. Then again, here you go. You shot 90 bullets. 90 fucking bullets at someone where you were not even a fucking threat.
Hey, my nigga, they don't even shoot animals that many times. Not even animals will get shot at that many times. They're like, we don't want to ruin the flesh. But you do that to a human. You get what I mean? Like, that's fucked up. Like, and the fact that anybody could find a way to try to justify it is the fucked up part. It's like, where is your fucking head? Like, what kind of shit are you that? I don't even know if it's a brainwashing thing or if you just want to fucking like argue with somebody or you just want to try to blue line and all that shit. Like, sometimes, fuck that blue line. Sometimes you gotta say, fuck that blue line. Those niggas suck. And I'm happy that they're actually doing it as a homicide case, because that doesn't happen all the time. So the fact that they did that, that's a plus. That's the only plus out of this. That's it.
I don't care. Like your job. Your job as a police officer is you're supposed to calm the situation, right? You're supposed to make good judgments, right? And it seems more and more every day that we just have a bunch of trigger happy people who just want to shoot the fucking guns. That's what it seems like. You have no probable cause. We see videos all the time where cops pull guns out on people with no cause.
Yeah.
Just because they're on the fucking power trip. And it's amazing to me how these people go to police academy and become licensed to be an officer with less training than other professionals. And you literally have people's life in your hand.
I heard something Dick Gregory said, and I thought that was an amazing point. It was, if you guys want to make this work, fuck it. They could be racist. Anything they do, taking money. Fuck with their pension. You do this? And he was like, does my blackness cost more than your fucking pension? Huh? You gonna worry about your family more than you worry about killing me?
I agree with that. I've said that many years ago. I said if they start paying these unlawful death suits out of the police pension instead of public taxes, they'll go down.
Other cops will step in. They'll be like, hey, we can't keep homie on the force. He's a fucking live wire.
Yeah. Because every time you kill somebody unwrongfully, now guess what, nigga? You gotta work 10 more years.
And that's what pissed me off is that they pulled up, I don't even know the whole boy's name, and arrested him. Interviewing his dad and shit. Like, I don't fuck his dad. Fuck that fool's dad. And guess what? That motherfucker won't go PC. Or Gen Pop. He'll go PC.
Yeah, of course. No.
What kind of wild shit
He's going to be protected the rest of his life.
And nobody wants, there's people do, and people don't want to admit that shit. I don't know why people want to act like.
Here's the thing.
It's weird, man.
People always say, they're not all bad cops. Well, I know that one bad apple in the barrel will infect the rest of the apples. Until you remove that bad apple from the barrel.
Can I say this?
But since the police force is the biggest gang in the fucking country, and you bet not go report or rat out a fellow officer or you're going to be ostracized, basically shamed, you know. But then we supposed to, like, come on, man.
It's the entire system of it.
It's all fucked up.
The entire system of it. Like, think about it this way. Why the fuck are people trained in the police force in a military fashion? Military, you have an enemy, right?
Yeah.
There is a fucking enemy. As a cop, you're not supposed to be looking at the world as an enemy. You have to have an enemy to be trained that way. So they're not training out there to protect and serve like that. It's trained to be like, hey, we're in a war. I've heard motherfuckers be like, you don't know the shit I have to deal with. Cool. Well, you chose it. Nobody made you be a cop. You chose that. You knew it was fucked up. Go in there and do something. Don't be a piece of shit and don't tell me. I've heard stories with shit where I'm like, fuck, are you serious and you're okay with that? You get what I'm like? They could have been good people at one point.
Look. It's clear that the body cams don't work. That shit don't work because they don't stop them doing shit. And I don't understand how many videos you need to see. And this is not just in particular, but this is across the country. Like the video a couple years ago where you see the cop literally trying to plant evidence in the guy's car. And then he has it on video and he's like, like, come on, dude. Like, so, like, there has to be repercussions. Like, now, if you would have went back, now, granted, they're not going to happen like that. If you would go back and the guy who started the shooting, if you go back and look at every person he arrested, everything, look at his whole record, because 9 times out of 10, that kind of stuff happens. Once a cop gets actually busted for something where he was in the wrong, everything he ever done now is back under reinvestigation. Because now it's literally like once he's no longer trustworthy, nothing he's done before can be trustworthy. And they don't want to go back and do that. And that's why they try to change laws about appeals and shit like that. Because once you can question one thing he's done, you can question everything he's done.
That's the
And let's just be real about it. They need people in prison for money. That's just the fact. The prison system is a fucking money farm, and they need to have the prisons need bodies. Without bodies, it ain't working.
Yeah. That theory of it's just an extension of slavery is always that's intrigues me like a
It's not an extension.
motherfucker.
It is. It is slavery.
That intrigues me like a motherfucker. Like it didn't even start like that, which is wild. It started in some religious shit, and then it got to where it's at now, where it's like it's working. It's working.
But
It's
it's just
really
like,
working.
but that's the thing, man. Every time, black people get fed up about some shit, it's like then they wanna hand us some, symbolic victory that don't mean shit. Like they preach reform, the whole defund the police shit, which is really not about black people. That's just there's no reason for a fucking police department to have a tank.
No.
What do you have a tank for? Uh, what? You know, um, they preach all this stuff like oh, this is going to benefit us. No, it's not going to benefit you, because the problem with the police force is that you have people in there who can't separate biases from the job, and they can lie in an interview. It's sad. Like there's certain cities where the police station is known to be more racist towards certain people. Oh, that's just so and so. Yeah, oh yeah, I believe it. Like, how is this a thing? But yet and still, they're allowed, and this is stuff that's taught from chief on down. Like I saw a video the other day where they ran a guy's plate, black guy, ran a guy's plate. It was the there was a chief and there was another small town bug truck shit in Texas. There was a chief and another officer ran the guy's plate, not knowing that the guy himself was a peace officer, but he was a black guy, older black gentleman in plain clothes. Ran his plate and the guy felt stupid as shit. He literally racially profiled an officer, and then felt stupid when he was on camera. And then he had the nerves to get upset with the black guy because he was
Was
wrong.
this the guy who was in the academy?
Yes.
Who went through the academy? Yeah, that was a good one.
I said, and I said it now, and just imagine a black person who didn't go to the academy, because they clearly had it out for that guy. And it's like it's at what point, we keep saying it, but at what point is enough enough?
I'll tell you another thing I think that should be done. Because I think that wherever you get stationed to patrol, you gotta live in that area.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
Because I guarantee they wouldn't have shot Jalen like that if they had to go see his mom every fucking day. If they had to go across the street and go to the same grocery stores as the motherfuckers they go to work with, they patrol.
I agree.
There's no way. We might have less cops, but fuck, that means we have less shitty cops. Or less shitty cops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck
I
it.
agree. I agree. Because you're not going to kill somebody on Tuesday and then know for a fact that your child's going to be in school with their child the next day.
Yeah.
The way you move is going to be completely different. I agree. I can't say you have to go work in the same city, but you should at least work in the same county.
Fuck that. San Bernardino's way too big. You in the
LA
same
County
area.
is huge.
I want you to go to the same grocery stores with those people. Because people are gonna be like, "Oh, they're out to get us." Like, then don't be a shitty person. Because there's a lot of people in those
But
fucking worlds that see cops.
There's a lot of cops
What's
that
up?
you see. There's a lot of cops that you see that actually they go into these neighborhoods and they make an effort into getting to know the neighborhoods. There's a lot of cops out there that are mad respected, and they actually give people of all colors a fair shake.
Yep.
But then you have your other people who they're just out to prove something.
And you know what the rebuttal to that is? They'll be like, "Those guys get killed too." And you're like, the shitty part to say it this way, that is part of the fucking job.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it. You don't get a gun for fun. They don't give you a gun, bullets, and all that shit because it's fucking safe.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Let me.
No, it's dope. Shut up.
No, I just said I just said like if they was killing dogs or white women the way they kill black people, this shit would have been changed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
60 times. That's absurd.
Excessive, stupidly.
90 bullets.
That's
It
how
was
much.
like it was like Sean Bell all over again, bro.
Yeah. Oof.
Rest
So rest in peace.
much as you can.
So moving on, we're gonna do a couple of stories before we take off. I don't know where I will start with. I guess I don't really want to see your guys' reaction to this shit, but anyway. So the guy posts, my ex-girlfriend fucked 3 good friends of mine, and I don't know what to think. I ended my relationship with my ex about 3 years ago. She kissed my best friend, and that ended the relationship between me and both of them. Both of them. Fast forward 2 years, she fucks another one of my friends. Good friends. It hurt, and I talked things out with my friend and decided that I wasn't going to end a friendship. And fast forward another year, another really good friend of mine confessed that he fucked my ex too. That already makes me 3 good friends that had something with my ex. Am I okay to feel angry because I'm fucking furious at her and at my friends?
Stupid question.
My friend, he said he was drunk, and that's what the other 2 said.
No.
And
why was you drinking with her?
No,
what?
No,
and they said, aren't there other people to fuck other than my ex? Should I end the friendships?
Hold on. First of all, these motherfuckers ain't friends. That's number one. Number one. And 2, this bitch she's just vindictive. This is some vindictive shit.
3, like you said, that's that guac guac.
This is I don't know if they were drinking. It ain't guac guac. It just
somebody wasn't the first homie went, hey nigga.
I mean, 3? These ain't friends,
3.
bro. You sure these ain't acquaintances? The people
they were good friends.
I need to know, does he buy everything? He's that guy. He thought they was friends, and he just been taking care of them niggas.
Bro, they not friends, man.
No, they are not.
That's not that is a clear violation of bro code. This is worse than Barney Stinson.
They used alcohol as an excuse.
Nah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
And one of them while he was with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like come on, bro. See?
She's a jump off. She was a jump off. Yeah, he tried to make her
People out there, I urge you to protect your peace and get away from people that ain't for you, man. Fuck, come on, dog. That ain't friends. That ain't
3.
Come on, bro.
3.
That ain't.
Yeah, you could be spiteful. Just go start trying to take his with they ladies. Look it.
See, the petty person me like, man, I go, no, shut up.
Would you say something to your ex?
No.
I wouldn't say nothing to her. I wouldn't say nothing to her. I try to fuck her mama.
Yeah, I was gonna say her mama or something.
Auntie.
Like her favorite auntie too.
Hey, sometimes you gotta match. You gotta match petty. Sometimes you gotta match petty.
Low. Yep. You gotta go low.
Come on, dog.
So you're in agreement that she's for the streets.
Yeah.
Probably try to fuck her mother.
That bitch is the streets. Everybody walking through that.
They all got stories and shit.
Listen, I guarantee you, she got dirty Chuck Taylors.
Hey.
She walking.
Okay, man, one more story for you.
Hold on, real quick. She sounds like the type of chick that turned her panties inside out.
Stop. Let's go. Next one.
So, one more story before we take off. This one's called 13 and Pregnant. I'm 13 and 9 weeks pregnant. I have no idea what to do. Abortion is against my religion. My parents don't know yet. I'm going to add that the circumstances of when I got pregnant were not by choice. And then she updated to say, I just talked to my mom before she went to work today. She was super supportive and understanding.
Yeah.
She scheduled a doctor's appointment for me. I am very thankful that if it wasn't for y'all, because she got advice for it, I don't know what to do. I wouldn't have worked up the courage to talk to someone. So in the original statement, it was she was 13 and 9 weeks pregnant. the way she made it seem is that it wasn't pregnant by choice. So
No,
that's open to interpretation.
I
Yeah.
I would need more context. If it's not by, like, did somebody touch her,
He didn't say,
or
but she
was
did
it,
say
or was it she messed around with someone her age and
It
happened
happened.
to get pregnant, and they're both like 13, 14? Or is this some shit
Yeah.
where someone touched her and she's been assaulted? Like, that's two different things. Because if she was
But
assaulted, he needs his fucking penis cut off
oh yeah,
and anally raped daily for the rest of his life.
just
but
going by. I'm gonna just let's say it wasn't by choice, but I don't think it was assault. Like maybe
Okay,
she kind of
now
got
if two teenagers doing what teenagers tend to do
and
sometimes.
maybe her trying to a boy she liked maybe kind of where he
I think either way she had to tell somebody. And as a parent, it's you gotta be there. That's a kid.
Yeah,
that's that's
at
what I want to know is your takes as
yeah,
parents.
as a parent at that point, you can't be nothing but supportive, and hopefully her mom or parents or whatever is in a good situation where they can help her take care of
Yeah.
the grandchild. Um, sadly, this is not uncommon in black families. It's just normally that that baby gets taken by auntie or grandma, and you never know who mom really is until you're a teenager type deal. Um, but what I would say to her is that your life isn't over. It's you can be an awesome mother to this child and still live your life to some degree. And my wife had a friend who got pregnant early, and I think she's like 36 now, like a 20-year-old or some shit like that. And she's living her best life in her 30s. She sacrificed her 20s in her teenage years. Now she's living her best life, and she has a grown ass son.
You say she
So I
out
mean,
there wilding.
hey,
They're like, "Where's your kids at?" He grown. Like,
grown, yeah. So I mean, it doesn't.
but
Life's not over. Shit happens. That's the one thing for sure about life is shit's gonna happen.
yep.
And some things
And
you're ready for, and some things you just gotta take on the chest. Keep
I'm
moving.
just, yeah. I'm glad she had a mom like that in her corner.
Supportive one.
Yeah, that's big. That's big, big, big.
Yeah.
Because I know growing up, I saw a lot of times in instances where a lot of girls that I grew up with, if they were in situations, instances like that, their parents did the shame shit, like where they would
Yeah.
make them act like they were shaming the family or they were a disappointment or how could you do this to me type shit. And it's like, well, what the fuck? Like, that's not supportive at all. You're supposed to.
I mean,
Yeah.
it also depends on what type of guidance. A lot of most parents in my experience, most parents who talk to their children like that didn't want children to start with, and they were fuck ups. And so then they have some level of resentment because that child to them appears to be a burden because they couldn't do what they want to do, even though as a child you had nothing to do with that. I'm the
Yeah.
result of your actions, but you're blaming me for what you couldn't do and what you should have been doing. I'm the fault. So I mean, I like you said, it's a good thing that she does have a mother that's being supportive, and I wish her the best.
Yeah. And that's where, yeah, this is gonna get interesting throughout life for a while.
So growth. Um, Episode 52. That's
Red
how we
Lewis.
take this one out with. I just want to again say thank you guys for rocking with us. The love and support. We are on Spotify, iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, Amazon, YouTube,
I,
iHeart. Just keep
we
rocking with us. Keep downloading. Keep sharing. Keep telling people. Keep commenting. Give us advice. We're gonna try to figure out a way to have call-ins and play audio and stuff like that. We're still growing, so just grow with us.
Yeah, we
We
take advice
appreciate
too,
you.
man. You want to give us some game?
Yeah.
Slide the
So
DM.
again, Geek couldn't be with us tonight, but much love to him. And again, this has been episode 52. I am Stutter McFly with these two guys through the hard way.
Mr. Kevin Wendell. We're gonna roast him.
I'm Mo Lethal.
That's it.
Man, you better start bringing the nicknames back, man.
I'm sober.
I gotta get focused for being Kevin Wendell again. After that, then I'll be back.
July 22nd.
I gotta focus.
Nigga, they all goofy.
Damn.
What? You talking about my joke or my nicknames?
I'm saying, yeah, I'm talking about your personalities.
Hey, I'm a goofy nigga.
Gap tooth gang.
That's why God made me this way. 6 foot gangly nigga with a gap tooth.
Don't forget them titties.
Well, I did that to myself.
Yeah. Till next time. This has been episode 52. We love you guys. Peace out.
Peace.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, you're a real one for sticking to the end. Just want to thank you again for listening and stay tuned for the next episode. 40 out.